fuses were. And so what I did is I just went ahead and bypassed it, and then I got it to work. But when I saw it working and everything, I saw that the camera wasn't working. You know, like I could not see a picture from the lens, and also the tape player wasn't working good because it was when I was trying to get that tape out, you know, and I had to get the tape out, you know, because yeah. So now I turned this camcorder from a perfect working camcorder to no good now. That's messed up. And I liked it too. Too. I was all liking it too, man. Too. I was gonna replace this one with this, but it's like I guess I can't do that now. Well, I have to go back to the store, but I can, however, get an exchange though, because according to the receipt here, I got a 3-day guarantee. See, this is what I paid for it, as you see, $107.99, $100. That's cheap. And then the purchases. See, this is what I need to fix. 3-day period. See, I got 3 days. For 3 days, so I'm at least I found out that I had a guarantee on this, so that's good. At least it's not a total loss after all. Yes. Right now it's the next morning. Well, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I came back from Cuffs or Silver Lake, and tomorrow, I guess. Well, when I get up in the morning, I'll be prepared to take the camcorder back and get another one that works. I don't know how many other ones they have, but I'll see which one I want, even if I have to pay a little more. Yeah. Oops. I'm telling you. Yes. Okay, this. I'm telling you, all the time that I've had this camcorder for, I never had a problem with it, or hardly ever. Only kind of problem I can ever remember having with this camcorder is that it did eat a tape or so, but that was it. And then it didn't eat any more tapes after those 2 or so that it was eating a little bit of, and that's it. Nothing, you know, nothing else happened. Right now it doesn't eat tapes or anything. But this camcorder, I had it for 5 years, or almost 5 years, and I hadn't had a problem with it. It's too bad that I ran the adapter that wasn't designed for this camcorder here, or that one anyway. Well, I'll just have to get another camcorder tomorrow that works, because I can exchange it with the guarantee that I have, 3 days. I'm making a movie, but this camera needs an adjustment. I gotta fix the time there. Oh man. Well, that's the wrong date. I gotta see how it records. That's not good. This car's got a major leak, man. They got a major leak there. clearly focused. This thing is not really clearly focused. Yeah, it needs an adjustment. And everything operates good though. Like the tape player and everything, it works really good. But it just needs an adjustment. But I'm not gonna even do it. I'm just gonna, since I lost out on the $100. Well, it's not. I haven't lost my money because since I broke the camera, and since I was at least able to get another one, so I didn't have to lose $100, lose out on the $100. I got this one. Now I can just put this one for sale. So I can get some money back there. This one, this camcorder works a lot better than this one does. But like I said, this camera, I never had a problem with this camcorder, But well, the other one that I bought yesterday, the small one, that one was a perfect working camcorder, but I broke it. It was my fault. And the one that I got now, this one's not working all that great. It works very good mechanically and everything. Everything works great, but it needs an adjustment, like I said. This is a Rookidometer. This is the camcorder that I got as an even exchange for the one that I took back, for the one that I broke by accident. And it was the same price, $99.95. See, this is an older camcorder. This is from 1991. See, I remember when they came up with these. I remember personally. And I also remember how much they were when they first came out. This one was about $699 when it first came out. I remember. It was probably $7.99. I think it was $6.99 when it first came out. Or it was one of those prices. But now look what you can get for $100. A camcorder that cost $700 in the old days. Well, I guess gotta show the news here. I just went out here and bought a new camcorder. Well, not a new one. I paid $200 for this one. It was $195 plus tax. That's cheap because, well, see, it was just the camera only. It was not. It did not come with anything, like the batteries or the charger. But I didn't need them because I already had it from the old camcorder that I just got rid of yesterday. And so for $200, I was able to get another camcorder just like that one. But the only difference is that this one's got a screen and the other one didn't. But the other one had some better features that this one doesn't have. But I'm able to live with it though. So I just got it today, right now. Yes. Well, harsh. This tape here, from that date, that's my birthday. The hour and a half of material around this date, this is the first time I saw it in a year and a half. First time because when the camera broke, the other one, I was not able to play that tape until I came around to another one of these, or that one anyway. And I've always wondered if an 8mm camcorder would be able to play back the high 8s. And the other one was not able to, the one that I broke. by accident. But this surprisingly is able to play back the high eights. I was surprised of that. Because that's a standard 8 too, it's not a high 8. But surprising that was able to play back the high 8s. And that's good because, you know, if I wanted a high 8, I would be needing to spend some amount of money to get a high 8. And I don't feel that I want to spend any more than what I paid for this one. $200. Yes. I did the best I could to adjust the camera, you know, the lens, the focusing, or the white balance and all that stuff. And this is the best I can do. Actually, it's working pretty good now. The colors are natural now. More natural, which is good. That's good, because... So this camera is a great deal, too. Because I paid $100 for this camcorder. That's not bad. And then $200 for this one right here. But for the camera only though, because that's what I paid for, $200. As it shows right here. Gotta put on macro. See this one. Camcorder clearance. Here's a clearance of 195, 97 I guess. And so I paid $210. Yeah. Paid $210 for it. For this camcorder. Like I said, although it is just the camcorder only without all the accessories and the battery and the charger. It's just the camcorder. But I was able to get it because I already had all the stuff, and that's from the old camcorder, the one that I broke in 1999. You know, the one that's just like this one, but you know, older. So this model is actually 1 year newer. So that's the date. See, the date is wrong. I think this camera works really good, man. It works great now. Because I got it to work now. Or at least I did the best I could in, yeah. Right now it's January 21st. It works good, man. Oh, yes. This movie here, E.T., the extraterrestrial. This is the first time I ever seen this movie. Because I'd never seen this movie before. And it came out in 1982 or something like that. I know it was around that time. 1982 is when it came out. And this is the first time I ever saw it. Nearly 20 years later, that movie came out. And I remember one time, when Arnold and Hector saw it back in 1982. And I didn't want to go and see the movie because I thought it was a scary movie. At that time, I thought it was. But it's like, later on, I learned that it wasn't a scary movie. But I'd never seen the movie before, so. Right now it's in the morning. Well, I guess this older camcorder cannot handle the low light very good. Yes. Well, right now it's 7 o'clock. Gotta go to work. So I guess today I'll record my typical day, huh? I'll do that today with this camcorder. Now 7 o'clock, 7:05 in the morning. I'm eating my Lucky Charms and my juice here. Uh, for Man, it's totally dark for this camcorder, but in my room it was. And now I'm gonna have to put water in my car. I guess tomorrow I'll be using this Rook camera, this camcorder to try it out. I gotta try this thing out. Try this camcorder out and see how well it works. Yes. The colors look pretty good, man. Shit. I think so. So tomorrow I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna be using this thing tomorrow to try it out, to make sure that it looks good. Make sure that everything looks well. But of course I would say I know that it's not gonna come out 100% natural, but I think it should be fine, man. I think so. This is my other camcorder. And if I like the way it works, I'll see what I want to do. Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I won't even bother to sell it or something. But no, it seems like it's natural. Because I'm looking at this TV here, But it looks good, It's natural. It looks very natural to me. The best I can get it. This is the best setting I can get it. So like I said, tomorrow, look how natural that is. That's the natural color right there. So like I said, I'm gonna try it. Because I was still sort of planning on selling this camcorder here. Because, like I said, I felt I had no choice but to buy this one when I returned the broken one. This camera works like a charm. Anyway, I gotta find the instructions to this one here. Earlier today, I spent about an hour. I spent like a whole hour trying to get this thing all adjusted. I spent a whole hour trying to adjust this camcorder. Like all the collar and the lights. Well, like the collar, the lens collar. because somehow the white balance and that kind of adjustment was off on this camcorder. So I had to work on that earlier today, and I spent an hour doing that. I worked a lot doing that. It was quite a challenge for me, but I did it though. Well, this is the best I can do, but I think it's good enough. So, and then right now with this, I was looking in this manual. I was wondering why the video was not showing up on the TV there. It's because I pushed the television. I changed the channel on the television. So anyway, I was like I was looking through this entire manual of my old camcorder, and I was comparing my new one. I was comparing the new replacement camcorder with this one. I was looking at everything. That my old camcorder had that my new one does not have, and I was looking for everything that my new one has that the old one didn't have, and I found out these things. And these are what I found about it. Well, the light's not really good, but it's good. Those are all the things that I found that my old camcorder had that my new one does not have. And then these are some of the things that I found that my new one does have that the other one does not have. And these are it. But a lot of these are not really important. Well, except for the screen. That's a nice feature to have. And some of these menu items, it's pretty cool to have them too. But I put it this way, I probably would use those menu settings more than I would of some like the, well, some of these I didn't really have any use for them. But that's what I found. But the major difference is that my old camcorder had the main features that the old one has that this one doesn't have is image stabilizer, and it's a high 8. And the main things that this one does have that my other one didn't have, it's just simply the screen, I guess, and basically a bunch of extra menu items. And plus, it's 1 year newer. It's a newer model than the other one that I have. So all those sort of make up for the things that this one has, makes up for the things that the other one had that this one doesn't have, so it's sort of evened out a little bit. Right now I'm just trying this camcorder. Okay, I wonder if this thing needs an adjustment or not. No, I guess not. I guess not, which is good, because got a major leak. Yeah, that's how much it's leaking. There's a big leak right there. I gotta fix that. I guess it looks like this camera is well adjusted now, so, which is good. Pretty cool stuff. Right. Right now, just gotta see all the water here. shit, see, it leaks a lot of water there. Gotta take these tapes back. Now I gotta find the funnel here. Gotta find it so I could add the water in this radiator. Now I got 86,000 miles. And I've driven this car a total of 11,000 miles to this day. Right now I'm going to the video store to return those rentals. Yes. I'm really late right now, but I'm always late actually. But right now I don't have to go to my job. I don't have to go there. I can just go directly, and deliver. Because there are times when I don't have to, because I got the stuff with me. That's why. Because I don't always have to wait. Had to do this. Return those movies. Yes. Man, I can't even see with these windows all fogged up. I can't see. Shit's hard to see through those windows. Good, these. Gosh. to... Yes. Well, harsh. Door wasn't closed right, so I closed it right. Yes. Right now I'm still in the middle of a delivery, so. One thing about these old camcorders, that the macro switch, we have to manually do that. But in all new camcorders, we don't have to do that. You know, look what this temperature gauge does. See, it's not stable, you know, it keeps fluctuating. There's something wrong with the gauge system. And it may not be good because I'm not going to know whether this car is hot or cold. Yes. One thing I can comment about the big camcorders, you know, like these VHSs, over those small compact camcorders. One thing about these ones is that it's easier to keep them still, the video still, because I rest the camera on my shoulder. The big ones, I rest it on my shoulder. Because since they're big and heavy, I can't really move it around so much. Like the compact camcorder, I couldn't move it around, and I often move it around too much. And with the small camcorder not having the image stabilizer, that makes it even worse. So one thing about those compact camcorders that I have to really keep that thing still. Like I said, because since it's compact and lightweight, I tend to move it a lot. And plus, since I don't rest those compact camcorders on my shoulders, you know, it helps. Doing that with the big camcorder helps me keep it still. And it does that job. Yes. Well, harsh. Yes. Nice. Canyon Crest. This is one place that I go to. in fur. Fur. Yes. Well, I'm recording my typical day. This is my typical day at work. I just went to McDonald's. I know the caller. Yes. Well, wow. I got pretty close. I was not really paying that much attention. I almost hit that car. Look at the mountains. Got snow on them. The old car. Right now I'm going to Rosenstein's office, and I did it again. Got nervous. This trucker has 118,000 miles. So far I feel that this camcorder is recording really good. It's just like my car. Well, so right now I'm done. I just finished the third delivery, and today before I go home I have to change the oil in this car because I'm overdue. And then on the weekend I have to look forward to fixing the radiator. So now, I'm changing the oil in this car here. And just put the oil filter in. PZL or PZ is the oil filter I just put in right now. So, I've been having to use these to change the oil because the bolt is stripped. Yes, well, I just completed the oil change on my CD player. You know, look, it's leaking oil through this canister. So, you know what, I gotta get rid of the oil right away. I cannot wait till tomorrow unless I'm gonna put it on cardboard or something. Which I'll probably do. Well, harsh. For George. Sinus. Oh shit, reminds me I have to go get rid of that oil. Oh, I gotta get rid of it right away. Right now it's I'm on my way home. Right now this is Holt and Central. The bussers. It's getting dark. That's typically what happens to me over here. You know, in the winter months. Because I hate it when it gets dark by the time I get home, because I don't like to do anything, you know. I'm lazy, or I just don't like to do anything when it's dark, you know. Yes. Well. Battery is in this. Wow, the battery's running out on this camcorder. I thought this battery was a good one. No. So right now I went to Cragen Auto Parts, that's on Central Street, and I got rid of the oil, got rid of the old oil. I did that already because it was dripping, so I had to get rid of it. Now first record really good, like when I'm driving, you know. Yeah. Where I live, right here, I tell you. Oh man, the phone is running out of batteries. Well, I'm home from work, but knowing that I gotta the lights turn on by themselves. And it's dark in here. I usually always have this light on. And this bed, I never really make it because I'm always too lazy to make the bed, you know. This phone, I gotta charge it. Check it. Yes. So now, Rook, Kamara, Pass, wanna eat a little cereal. Actually, this Lucky Charms is done. So, yes. Yeah, I'm all getting used to operating that other camcorder. I'm trying to adjust the lens here, and I'm trying to adjust the viewfinder and stuff. I'm so used to the other one. And I've been using it for the last couple days now. Yes. Yeah, this battery is running out too. I know, but everything's like all automatic in this camera compared to that one, I tell you. See, like this one. See, one thing about this camcorder, it's got automatic macro. So the battery is running out in this Rook camera. For yes, the year 2001. So I was trying to find out. I was trying to quickly find what features this one has. It's got some, but not anything as much as today's camera, so. Because every year they keep adding more and more features to the camcorders they sell. And they keep getting less expensive too. In this room though, it's like I feel like it's like I'm all prisoner. It's like I feel like a prisoner in here because it's just not the same, you know. It's not the same as having your own place. Because when I'm in my room, I'm living in property that belongs to someone else, and I never feel comfortable doing whatever I want around this room, you know, like outside of this room, because I always have the feeling like they're gonna say something, or they're not gonna like this or that, and I never feel comfortable with every everything that I do or anything that I do besides hang out in this room, you know, whenever I'm doing something outside of this room. So, no matter how nice the room is, it's still not the same as getting my own place. And that's something that I'm going to be doing, and that's something that I'm planning on doing in the next half a year from now. Because I feel I need to do that, because I think that's probably what it is that I need more than anything else. My own place. That way I'll have all the ultimate freedom. I'll feel the ultimate freedom. Yes, but it's not really so much of that though. Freedom or whatever. Well, that's a good thing, you know, because I would have my own living room, I would have my own bedroom, and my own kitchen, and my own restroom, and my own entrance too. No, because when I got this room, they advertised a private entrance, but I don't even feel private entrance over here, you know, because the entrance is in the garage, and that don't feel private. I would think of it as more like a semi-private entrance. But if I'm to get my own place, not only I would feel freedom and all that stuff, and have my own room and kitchen and living room and all that stuff. It's the idea of feeling like the place is mine. If it's a feeling of the place being mine, you know, being belonging to me. It may not apply to an apartment, but a mobile home it does, or a house or a condominium. But a mobile home does apply. Because that's what I think I was liking in the last couple of months. Just getting the feeling of the place being my place. And in a mobile home or a house or a condominium, I would be able to, I would be able to, I would have my own little parking spot. You know, it's like the ultimate stuff, you know, the ultimate advantages of having my own place over a room. Tell you. So that's one thing I want to do in the next 6 months. Get my own place. And it could be a mobile home, or I don't know if it would be an apartment, because I probably don't want one. But it could be a mobile home, or if or if a house or a condominium happens to be available, I would go for it too. That at a price range that I can afford, and the price range I can afford is like $600 or $700, including the utilities. And I don't think I'll find a house or a condominium for $700, including the utilities. I very much doubt that, unless I'm gonna settle for one that's in a really bad neighborhood, or one that's far away from my job, or just a beat up house or condominium. I don't think I would want that, because I still want to live close to my job or close to here. But the only way I can get something close to here and have a nice neighborhood or safe neighborhood, or and a place that's not beat up, is getting an apartment or a mobile home, because it's cheaper to buy those, or it's cheaper to get into one of them than a house. Well, I'll see what happens. But as far as I see it, I'm probably wanting a mobile home though. And it's because a mobile home, you know, like the space rent costs less than an apartment would. But I would just have to buy the home. But for the money, I would get more place for the money. Because a mobile home unit, it would cost, I could probably find one for like $5,000 or so. Maybe I could find one, and it'll probably be a two-bedroom for $5,000. And then, how I call it, and then the space rent, I would only be paying approximately 400 a month for space rent. And it's cheaper to, it's probably cheaper to pay that than to get an apartment around the area that I want, and that's in Montclair area. I want to live around there because, like, I just feel that I can get more house for the money if I live in a mobile home. I can get more, well, it's not really that, but it's also I can get a better neighborhood for the money. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I can get a better neighborhood. Or at least, well, I can feel I'll be living in a safe area, you know, where it's not crime infested, or how I call it, where there's no druggies and that kind of stuff. 'Cause how good this one is. Yes. Oh. Now look how good this camcorder records compared to plus the video. Like, I'm just comparing this camcorder with this old one that I had back in 1987. See, that's an old camcorder that I used to have back in 1987. No, totally. Wow, what a difference. What a difference. And then this is about the VHS too. They're really good quality. Yes. Really good quality. Yeah.